का second question, first question I don't know. So it is given that second question is x of n दिया गया है, उसका even part x e of n है और उसका odd part x o of n है, उन दोनों को मिला के x of n मिलता है. And if we summate it from negative infinity to infinity, x of n का square क्या आएगा करके पूछ रहे हैं. So first of all the concept we have to know is even and odd function. So x of minus n equals to x of n जब आएगा इसको कहते हैं even function. x of minus n equals to minus x of n आएगा, so इसको कहते हैं odd function. So another thing is अगर we summate from negative infinity to infinity a even function, it will give some value. But if we summate negative infinity to infinity of an odd function, it'll get 0. I can explain why, but it'll take time. बस ये concept याद रखना कि summation from negative infinity to infinity of an even function will give some value, but summation of negative infinity to infinity of an odd function will give value 0. So x of n को हम लोग पहली बात लिख सकते हैं x e of n plus x odd of n. So इसका square हमको पूछ रहा है. So x of n का square is nothing but x e of n plus x o of n का whole square, a plus b whole square formula x e of n का square plus x o of n का square plus 2x e of n x o of n. So इसको हम लोग को सबमिट करने बोल रहा है नेगेटिव इन्फिनिटी से पॉजिटिव इन्फिनिटी तक एक्स ई ऑफ एन का स्क्वायर प्लस एक्स ओ ऑफ एन का स्क्वायर प्लस 2 टाइम्स नेगेटिव इन्फिनिटी से इन्फिनिटी तक एक्स ई ऑफ एन एक्स ओ ऑफ एन. हर एक को सेपरेटली लिख सकता है. रोट दिस टर्म टुगेदर बिकॉज मेरा मन कर रहा था ऐसे लिखने का एंड दिस आई केप्ट इट सेपरेटली. सो क्या होता है मतलब दिस थिंग बिकम्स 0 बिकॉज यहाँ पे एक ऑड फंक्शन है. ये ऑड फंक्शन ये एंटायर टर्म को 0 बना देता है. यहाँ पे भी ऑड फंक्शन है लेकिन उसका स्क्वायर बन रहा है. सो सपोज एक नेगेटिव वैल्यू इस पर डलेगा तो स्क्वायर जब बनेगा तो पॉजिटिव वैल्यू बनेगा. तो सारे पॉजिटिव वैल्यू साइड हो जाएंगे एंड इट गिव यू सम वैल्यू. दिस आल्सो विल गिव यू सम वैल्यू. बट हियर व्हेन नेगेटिव वैल्यू विल बी पुट और उसका कंप्लीट ऑपोजिट में सपोज वी पुट -1 यहाँ पे -1 ही चलेगा बिकॉज ऑड फंक्शन है. I mean, bro, it's hard to explain, but you'll understand if you just put in values because once you put -1 and once you put 1, those both will add up and get cancelled out and become 0. So ऐसे नेगेटिव इन्फिनिटी से इन्फिनिटी तक हर एक का एक वैल्यू नेगेटिव रहेगा, एक वैल्यू पॉजिटिव रहेगा, जो दोनों add up होकर 0 बन जाएंगे. But here it doesn't happen because यहाँ पे नेगेटिव वैल्यूज कुछ भी नहीं रहेगा बिकॉज स्क्वायर हो जाएगा. So that's why the answer is minus infinity to infinity. X of n का स्क्वायर is nothing but summation of negative infinity to infinity x e of n का स्क्वायर प्लस x o of n का स्क्वायर. सिंपल. प्रॉब्लम 3 से पहले दो कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं. एक तो पावर का एक फॉर्मूला रहता है, पावर इक्वल्स टू लिमिट t टेंड्स टू इन्फिनिटी 1/2t. इसका लिमिट सपोज e टू b डाल लो लाइक इट्स गोइंग फ्रॉम e टू b f of x dx जहाँ पे f of x का स्क्वायर हो रहा है. दिस इज फॉर्मूला फॉर पावर. सो अगर पावर फाइनाइट है सो एनर्जी इनफाइनाइट है. अगर एनर्जी फाइनाइट है so power 0 है. These are definitions you need to remember and then 2-3 tricks are there. So if a function is a decaying function मतलब नीचे जा रहा है 1 की तरफ जा रहा है 0 की तरफ जा रहा है, if it is a decaying function then a decaying function is nothing but an energy signal. And last video में हम लोग ने देखा था if it is a periodic function then it's a power function. So how I remember is PP और energy का बस decaying क्योंकि energy हम लोग यूज़ कर रहे हैं decay हो रहा है तो function is going down वैसे टाइप होते हैं. So if it is a decaying function it's an energy signal and if it's a periodic function it's a power signal. You cannot write the answer directly, you need to prove it too. लेकिन ये देख के तेरे को क्वेश्चन में you understand like which signal it might be, you can just guess it. So first of all this is the problem 3. तो इसमें is it decaying, क्या ये नीचे जा रहा है 0 की तरफ? नहीं. So by looking at it only you can say it's either a power signal or else it's neither power nor energy. लेकिन we need to solve it. So let's understand the graph. तो ये जो straight line बन रहा है it's nothing but a ramp signal. You need to remember when x of t equals to t it forms a straight line. और फिर यहाँ पे जाके वो एक constant function बना रहा है जिसका वैल्यू है 3. So x of t equals to 3. So x of t equals to t बन रहा है 0 से 3 में और x of t equals to 3 बन रहा है 3 से कोई वैल्यू t में. So let's find the power of this thing. So power का फॉर्मूला हम लोगों ने देखा था limit t tends to infinity 1/2t from some a to b f of x dx or f of small t dt. So p equals to limit t tends to infinity. So पहली बात for this part of the thing the limits will be 0 to 3 and for this part of the thing the limits will be 3 to t. You need to understand that. ग्राफ देख के तुम लोग को समझ में आ जाना चाहिए. 1/2t from पहली बात इंटीग्रेट करेंगे 0 से 3 तक जहाँ पे ये स्क्वायर है f of t होगा t का स्क्वायर dt प्लस लिमिट t tends to infinity 1/2t 3 से लेके t तक यहाँ पे x of t equals to 3 का स्क्वायर dt. सो मैं इन दोनों को सेपरेट लिख रहा हूँ क्योंकि ग्राफ में ये पार्ट यहाँ तक जाता है इसका सेपरेट करूँगा एरिया और फिर ये पार्ट यहाँ तक जाता है उसका सेपरेट करूँगा मटेरियल आई मीन सेपरेट करने के लिए. सो पावर इक्वल्स टू लिमिट t टेंड्स टू इन्फिनिटी 1/2t इंटीग्रेशन t स्क्वायर का इंटीग्रेशन इज नथिंग बट t क्यूब बाई 3 फ्रॉम 0 to 3 प्लस लिमिट t टेंड्स टू इन्फिनिटी 1/2t दिस विल बी 9. सो 9 का इंटीग्रेशन 90 बनेगा फ्रॉम 3 to t. Power equals to limit t tends to infinity 3 cube is 27 divided by 3 is let's just write 27 minus 0 by 6t plus limit t tends to infinity 90 minus 27 by 2t. So this part limit t tends to infinity 27 by 60 will become 0 because जब t infinity हम लोग substitute करेंगे 27 by infinity is nothing but 0 and then this part limit t tends to infinity can we read it as 90 by 2t minus 27 by 2t. So यहाँ पे टी कैंसिल हो जाएगा 27/2t में जब t सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे सो 27/infinity 0 बन जाएगा. सो 9/2 minus 0 which is nothing but 9/2. So power का वैल्यू विल गेट एज 9/2 which is nothing but 4.5 watts. So third problem में दिया गया है determine whether the unit step signal is a power signal or an energy signal. So unit step signal is a signal जिसका value unit है, which means one unit है in the positive part and it is 0 in remaining every part. So if you see the previous question where it was this 3 constant from here to here, there was nothing but 3 times u of t. So when we solve this, the same power का formula is equals to limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t from some a to b f of t dt. So here f of t is nothing but 1 and the limits is nothing but from 0 to some point t. So 0 to t. So power is equals to limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t 0 to t 1 dt. Power equals to limit t times infinity 1 by 2t t minus 0, which is nothing but limit t tends to infinity t by 2t. So power will come out as dt will get cancelled out. It will be just 1 by 2, which is equals to 0.5 watts. This is normal calculation, so no explanation. So problem 5 might look a bit complicated, but it is simple. You have x of n there. As in previous lecture, we saw that x of n is nothing but for a discrete signal. If they didn't mention this n k discrete signal or x k continuous signal, you need to understand. Mostly don't mention. तो since it's a periodic function because cos का टर्म है, तो इसे देख के ही तुम लोग बता सकते हो कि ये पावर सिग्नल है. But we need to prove it. So अपना पावर वैल्यू फाइनाइट आएगा तो बोल सकते हैं कि it's a power signal. So first of all, the formula for power n discrete is limit n tends to infinity 1 by 2n plus 1 summation of minus n to n x of n का square का mod. So यहाँ पे we substitute that in the question. Limit n tends to infinity 1 by 2n plus 1 summation from minus n to n 7 cos 3n pi by 5 का square will be nothing but 49 cos square 3n pi by 5. So since cos 2 theta is nothing but 2 cos square theta minus 1, we can send 1 that side and divide the entire equation by 2. We'll get cos square theta equals to cos 2 theta plus 1 by 2. This is basic trigonometry. ये तुम्हें मालूम होना चाहिए. So power equals to limit n tends to infinity 1 by 2n plus 1 summation from minus n to n 49 divided by 2. ये वाला 2 ले रहा हूँ मैं और cos square will become cos 2 theta plus 1, which is nothing but cos 6n pi by 5 plus 1. So let's send the constants out or separate करने पे. Limit n tends to infinity 1 by 2n plus 1 summation from minus n to n 49 by 2 plus limit n tends to infinity 1 by 2n plus 1 summation of minus n to n cos 6n pi by 5. So normally period of actually directly solve करने का ट्रिक है कि period of cos square होता है 1 by 2. Period is found by integration, वो अलग बात है. So you can directly put this as 49 by 2. But in this method what happens is जो सर ने बताया ये method. So this entire term because of cos becomes 0. Just remember in summation जब cos रहेगा तो 0 जाएगा वो. So बाकी बचा ये वाला term. Power equals to limit n tends to infinity 1 by 2n plus 1 49 by 2 summation minus n to n, which is nothing but will give us I guess ये वाला टर्म अपने को देगा 2n plus 1. So 2n plus 1 और 2n plus 1 कैंसिल हो जाएगा. So बस बचेगा 49 by 2 जिसमें कोई n का वैल्यू नहीं है. So पावर का वैल्यू हो जाएगा 49 by 2 watts. So अभी क्वेश्चन दिया गया है a discrete time signal is given as x of n equals to blah 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 blah. What are the conditions are? So it's given as if n का value will be greater than 0, it will be 1 by 2 power n, which graph will look like this. And when n value is less than 0, it is 3 power n. You think that this graph should go up because n ka value as it increases, 3 becomes 3 square, 3 power 3, 27, then it goes on, so it should go up. But now, because n value is less than 0, so it will go as 3 power minus 1, 3 square, 3 cube. So it will be like, the graph will go 1 by 3, 1 by 9 to 1 by 27, which is decreasing values. That's why the graph will look like this. So there is another formula. There are a lot of formulas in this tutorial. Energy for discrete is summation of negative infinity to infinity mod of x of n cos square. So यहाँ पे x of n has been changing from minus infinity to minus 1. It will be following 3 power n, and from 0 to infinity it will follow 1 by 2 whole power n. So let's just write it. E equals to summation minus infinity to minus 1 as 3 power n cos square plus summation from 0 to infinity 1 by 2 power n cos square. So E is nothing but minus infinity to minus 1. 3 का square is 9, 9 power n plus summation from 0 to infinity 1 by 4 power n. Just square को अंदर वाले term में I just implemented it, so it became 9 power n and 1 by 4 power n. So this is a geometric series because if you look at this, this will be somewhat like 9 power minus 1 plus 9 power minus 2 so on until infinity. So it will look like 1 by 9 plus 1 by 9 square plus so on. In this term we can take 1 by 9 common, so it will be like 1 plus 1 by 9 plus 1 by 9 square plus blah 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 blah. So this is a geometric progression. And same if we do for this, we take 1 by 4 common, it will be 1 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 square and so on. So geometric series का sum of infinity terms का formula होता है a by 1 minus r, where a is the first term, r is the second term by first term. So for 9 power n, this उसका summation रहेगा ऐसा 1 लिख लेता है उसको 1 by 9, as we took 1 by 9 common, first term is 1 divided by 1 minus 1 by 9 by 1 होता है 1 by 9. So this thing will give us 9 by 8. If you calculate, just LCM karo, it'll go blah blah blah, it'll become 9 by 8. Yeah, the inside term will give 9 by 8 and the outside term 1 by 9 into 9 by 8. And S2 is nothing but 1 by 4 power n का लिख लेता है. So we took 1 by 4 common outside. First term is 1 by 1 minus, second term is a 1 by 4 by 1, which is nothing but 1 by 4 itself. This will give us 1 by 4 times 4 by 3. So E is equals to 1 by 8 plus 1 by 3, because 9 9 cancel हो जाएगा, 4 4 cancel हो जाएगा. यहाँ पे गलती क्या मैंने, so one after taking 1 by 9 common, this entire thing will be a geometric series, and geometric series का sum we should not multiply this by 1 by 9. So here you will get 9 by 8, and here you should not multiply it with 1 by 4 even after taking it common outside. I don't know why. 9 by 8 and divided by 4 by 3. So the answer will be 9 by 8 plus 4 by 3, which is nothing but 35 by 24.